Now all the anglers are added to the specific match. You can choose to either enter the angler sections, peg and weights after the final haul, all at the same time, or you can add the sections and pegs straight after the draw at the start of the match and just add the weights at the end. This is totally down to you. So let's assume we're going to add the names before the match and then the section, peg and weights as we walk around. So on the day of the match, an extra box will appear here at the top in white, which is the match details that need to be entered. So we can click through and see that I've added some anglers here, and let's say I need to add one more angler, which will be this guy here. So now what I do is, as I walk around, I click into each angler. So let's say this gentleman here. I would click what section he is, what peg, and how much he caught. Now, one thing that we've added in the app is the ability to add multiple nets. So I'm just obviously making up numbers here. So let's say we had net 1, net 2. That's going to automatically add those for us at the end. Now, there's an optional field here if you wanted to add your bait and tactics. I say optional, not everybody wants to say what they're doing. And when you've done that, click save. And you can see that it's totaled up the weights here. So if we just click in and do another one, let's say section B. And you can see here, if somebody's already been selected as a peg, you can't select that again because there's a feature that multiple people can weigh in, and this just stops duplication should there be any issues. Click select. Let's say this person had a wonderful day's fishing. And click save. And it's added all those weights together. You now do this and go through every single angler. If there's no signal, that's no problem. The results will be stored in the app until you have one, and then they will upload straight away, and then people can see the results. For large matches when multiple people are weighing in, you can select other officials to add the results at the same time to make it much quicker. To do this, from the home page, you click into Organisation Details and scroll down to Marshals here. You would click Add Marshals. And the marshals are simply anglers that you've added during the angler section. So any anglers you've added will appear here, and I can go through and add that person as a marshal. Now, when this person logs into their account, once they create an account, they will see that they're an actual marshal for this particular match, and they can go through and add the pegs and sections for the individual anglers. So this works really well for bigger matches. When that's done, just click save. So when all the results have been entered, obviously people want to see the match results. Now there are several ways in which you can do this. One is you can click into your matches and you can click through and see the match results from there. The other is you can click into recent UK matches and you can click and see them through there. So let's pick one here. So if we click into match 1 here, if it's a past match and the results have been entered, it will have a section up here called match results, where you can see it's a top level view of the angler, the points if it was a league, the weight, the section and pegs, and then you can scroll down and see the specific details of that match. If I wanted to see the full match results from here, there's a button here which says view match results, which will open another page which will have a fuller, richer results table. So let's do that. So when you click through to this table here, you can see the results of that specific match, and this match was split into zones as well. And you can see here it's got the angler, the rank, the points, the weight and the sections. This is part of a league, so you can see if you scroll across here, you can see the results from the other matches in that league too. If you also wanted to see the league table, you can click into here. So it really is the ability to see everything to do with your matches. For each individual match as well, you can click in to see the section winners. The tab called Information shows a specific ranking system you will have set up for any particular league. And we also have the ability to add your organisation details at the bottom, just in case anybody else wanted to join your league, club, or just get in touch with your fishery. Another really interesting feature about hot fishing is the nationwide league table. Now what we do is collate all the results of all the matches that use hot fishing into one big league table at the end of each week, just for a bit of fun to see how you fared against everyone else in the country. So what you do is scroll to the bottom of the home page and click on the button called Match Results. When you click on Match Results, it will open up a new page, and what we have here is the angler leaderboard. So we have the angler listed in this column here. If that angler is sponsored, they can add it in here. It will show the club or fishery that they're part of. It will show their net weight, the date of the match. It will show the actual match that they fished, and you'll notice that this is a link, so if you actually wanted to click through and see the specifics of that match, you can do. And it's a type, duration, and any other details you would like. It's just a really interesting way to see how you've ranked against the rest of the country and how certain clubs, fisheries and waters are fishing. So let's just pick an example here. Let's say this guy here fished really well. We could click through and see the specific details of that match. Another great way of using the app. Something that's really important is the ability to share results with the people that participated in the match, but also the wider angling community, to just generate more interest in fishing as a whole, but also your club or fishery in the specific matches. So you'll see on all the match results tables across the bottom are these social share buttons here. So if I click the Facebook share button, you will see that opens up this share option here, where what it does, it simply creates an image of the top 5 or 10 people in that league, and then I will post that to Facebook, but then that will be a link that comes through and links back to the results table. So if I click post to Facebook, so I click post to Facebook, and you can see that as posted here from my account, a top listing. And then if I click through to that, it comes through to that results table. So a great way of sharing your results.